Hey guys, welcome back for another episode of Take Two Reviews. My name is Ian. This is my best bud in the world, Chris. We just watched Alita Battle Angel, and we're going to give you guys a quick little review about it. Chris, what did you think about Alita Battle Angel?
Going into it, I mean, the trailer looked interesting. I wasn't really sold on it in the beginning. I didn't know what to expect, honestly. But it came in with like open-minded, and I guess so far it was alright. It was cool.
I went in open-minded, and I was really disappointed. I thought this movie was boring. It started off, the world, like I said, the world in this movie is really interesting. It's based off of an anime. I could see where they got the idea for Ghost in the Shell from this, because apparently this was made like a while ago. But it was just boring, man. Like
The fight kind of like sluggish, huh? Like,
yeah, there's this point. Okay, first of all, the visuals in this movie are stunning.
Yeah.
Okay, James Cameron and
I love the look of this film. Honestly, it's shot great and it looks amazing. One thing, sorry to interrupt, but like I love the utopia they kind of lived in.
Yeah,
like it was really dope.
Yeah, they had like this city where like only the rich and powerful live.
Yeah.
And then they have this undercity where there's a lot of crime. It reminded me a lot of Elysium. Remember Elysium?
Yeah.
It reminded me a lot of that. Or you can see probably where Elysium got the idea from this too. But there was a lot of like empty questions in this movie. Yeah. The movie starts off, we know that this girl's a cyborg. There's this big mystery about who she is, and in the movie we finally do find out who she is, and it was kind of just batted off like, well, you're a ancient machine that was our enemy. All right, cool, like moving on.
And it took like 2 hours just to say that. It was a lot about like her finding her identity and like who she is and what she wants,
and then it turned into this point where she had to get to the city above because the villain who popped up out of nowhere wasn't the villain that we thought it was going to be in the movie. Ended up being Edward Norton.
Edward Norton looked very weird in this film, by the way.
The good things about this was the action, incredible. I thought there was this specific fight scene in a bar that was probably one of my favorite scenes in the movie. But besides like the visuals, the action, at the same time, it's like they focus so much on the love between her and her boyfriend.
Yeah, which I did not buy. Like that relationship, the whole movie, I was like, I don't care.
He dies, gets revived and put into a robot body, and then he decides like, oh, I'm gonna go face this bad guy Novo by myself, and then dies again. Keep in mind, all this happens within a span of 10 minutes, and you're like, oh.
That really got to me because I thought like they were giving him this robot suit, and he's like there's gonna be like some epic scenes of him fighting and teaming up with Alita, but no, he just dies.
And then the movie just like abruptly like ends, and it's like, okay, like obviously setting up for a sequel.
Yeah.
But anime and video games should not be touched for film. I feel like there's so much detail and so much storytelling that goes into
it's so rare to like pull that off now.
Yeah, and especially with this, you could tell like this movie was just ripped like pieces of the main story of however long this anime is.
I remember watching it. Ian actually said it feels like he's playing like a campaign in a video game.
Yeah,
I kind of got that feeling too, like the progression of the movie.
Yeah, and there was just a lot of things in this movie that like I would have been okay maybe if it was like a series on Netflix, or if it was if it was at a point where it could be told right instead of just cutting it into like a 2.5 hour film.
There is good things about this movie. Like I said, I love the look of it, like the utopia feel. You totally are, captured with the feel of this world that you're in now, and it is pretty cool. It's very interesting. I do love the fight scenes, but I mean, like that's about it.
Yeah.
Because the story is just so weak. Like we said, like they just take too long to explain her history and where she's from and why and how. And then you're like, okay, and they introduce the villain, and you're like, what about the villain? Like, what did he do so wrong?
Yeah,
like, what is his deal?
I'm still confused on about who. By the end of this movie, I was still asking, who was the villain, why was it, who is she?
Yeah.
Because they kind of
Or even why is he the villain?
yeah, and just there's so many questions about this world.
They
like
just made these villains look big and bad, but you're like, okay, but what do they do?
if anything, this made me want to watch the anime because I know I'm not going to get explanations from this movie. So
I also feel like it's gonna take forever for them to make the sequel.
yeah, because this movie was delayed like at least like 3 times. It was supposed to come out in the summer last year.
It is entertaining, the fight scenes and whatnot. I mean, you're not gonna leave like super disappointed. It is gonna be somewhat entertaining. I felt like it was like somewhat entertaining, but it is long. I did not realize it was that long of a movie.
So final thoughts. What do you think?
I think it was okay. I'd probably give it like a 6.5 out of 10, maybe a 6. And then I think it does have potential though. Like it really does have potential.
Well, if I were to say watch, wait, or pass, I would say wait, because I wouldn't spend time watching this movie in the theater. This is like a rental movie. This is like a movie that you have to watch in pieces to kind of like get and understand, and maybe you'll have a good time with it, maybe not. But I think this movie is going to be forgotten in like a couple years.
Yeah.
Maybe even by the end of the year, you're gonna be like, oh yeah, we did watch that.
Yeah.
yeah. So anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. If you saw Alita Battle Angel this weekend, tell us what you thought. Leave a comment down below, and we'll see you guys next time.